Hello classmates, Dr. Pereira. So before I begin, I would like to talk about a little bit about my school district that I've just been hired for. And then I will talk about what my staff can expect from me as their new AP of Instruction. And then I'll follow up with my 10 principles of learning, what I will expect of my teachers in my new building. So, where I've just been hired, it is a suburban area. The average income is about $200,000 a year. It's an upper elementary school, which consists of 4th through 6th grade. There are 750 students in all, 54 teachers total. 30 are homeroom teachers or classroom teachers, 15 are special ed, 9 are special area, and we are considered a high-performing school district. Okay, so what can you expect from me as your new assistant principal of instruction? So I've listed a bunch of things that you can expect from me, and the first one being professional support. Just know that I am here to help you grow professionally. The second one would be classroom resources. I am here to provide you with resources that you feel you are lacking in your classroom. Just come and see me and I will do the best that I can to help provide you with the things that you're missing in your classroom. Also, feedback. I am here to let you know that what I can share with you, what I see in your classroom, like what I know is working well for you, where I can provide support for you, and so on, again, to help you learn and grow professionally. Availability. I am available all the time. My door is always open. Feel free to come down. If I'm not there, you can ask the secretary to schedule an appointment with me, or even send me an email. I want you to know that I'm available, and there's no judgment there in whatever it is that we discuss. Okay? I have an open policy in terms of communication. I want you to be open and clear with me in communication, and I will be the same. You can come and talk to me about anything, things that are going well in your classroom, maybe some areas where you think you need to improve upon. We can bounce ideas off of each other. I'm certainly available to do that. So just keep the communication open. I will do that for you as well. The next thing is I like to take a collaborative approach. I take it very seriously. I feel that it's important that you as my staff are involved in the decision making that happens around the building, across your grade level, or maybe just within your team. And lastly, I want you to know that I will be doing weekly walkthroughs. It's not something for me to be walking by and be like, oh, I got you. I'm not checking up on you. It's really just to establish norms across the building, across grades, and just so that I can see what kind of instructional practices are going on within the building. Okay. Okay, so next, before I talk about what I expect from you as teachers in the classroom, let's take a quick look at this short video. Pay attention to the teacher and the students and think about how your instructional practice compares. Extra points for anyone who can guess what the movie is.
In 1930, the Republican-controlled House of Representatives, in an effort to alleviate the effects of the, anyone? The Great Depression, passed the, anyone? The tariff bill, the Hawley-Smoot Tariff Act, which, anyone raised or lowered? Raised tariffs in an effort to collect more revenue for the federal government. Did it work? Anyone? Anyone know the effects? It did not work, and the United States sank deeper into the Great Depression.
Okay, so talk among your table about what you observed in that video. And if you think there are any areas of improvement that this teacher could work on. So after watching, I'm sure you can see that there's a lot of room for improvement for that teacher. But now I'd like to talk to you about my 10 principles of learning and what I expect of you as teachers in our building. What I discuss in the upcoming slides should not surprise you. You will see that what I consider to be important in your teaching practice is what you already do every single day. Since my background is literacy, I thought I would add a quote after each slide for you to read on your own and just to kind of think about and ponder. So look for those in between. Okay, so let's get started. So my first principle would be classroom environment, the relationships and the aesthetics of your room. So when walking into a classroom, it should feel welcoming and comfortable. Everybody should feel respected and cared for. It should be set up for student-centered collaboration, collaborative learning, where students are interactive, as well as an area for some small group instruction. I should see positive teacher-student interactions, you having a good rapport with your kids. I want to see that everyone respects each other within the room, and it's a place where all learners are heard and feel invited and welcomed in the learning space. And here's the quote I was talking about. Okay, my next principle of learning would be effective classroom management, procedures and routines. Are there procedures in place? Do students understand the routines? Are they clear? I'll be looking to see if they know what's expected of them within the classroom. I'll also be looking to see if you're able to manage any behaviors that may be occurring in your classroom. And also if you'll be able to obtain your students' attention when asked. Okay? Without effective classroom management, no learning can take place. Okay? This is very important. Okay, moving to number 3, knowledge of content. Are you a master of your subject area? I want to see that you have the ability to show that you have the knowledge on the subject that you're teaching or the topic. That you completely understand what it is that you're teaching, because if you're not understanding, your students won't understand. So I'm going to be looking for that. And also, are you able to help those who aren't understanding what you're teaching? Okay? Okay, number 4, clear instruction. Are the objectives understandable? So giving clear instruction sets everybody in your classroom up for success. Okay, I'll be looking to be sure that you're thoroughly explaining your objective and what it is that you want your students to be doing. Using a gradual release model is extremely effective. So perhaps I'll be looking for the I do, you modeling for students. Then the we do, the teacher and students together, or student partnerships working together. And then the they do, where students practice independently and on their own. Teachers who are clear and efficient in their instruction maximize their instructional time. Here's that quote again. Okay, moving on. Okay, so your instructional methods. Do you have a variety of teaching techniques and strategies? This is really important so that you can reach all students. Some examples might be, some strategies I might be looking for are, being able to identify similarities and differences between things. Summarizing, providing practice for kids, having visual representation wherever applicable. Question students and provide them with feedback, and allow time for cooperative learning and collaboration. Also, be sure to reinforce their efforts and recognize it as they're working. Okay, so moving on, setting high expectations, having students rise to the occasion. Okay? Student achievement is strongly affected by what you expect from students. Some examples might be of showing kids that you expect high expectations would be to call on them often, allowing for more wait time for kids to think before answering questions, and for them to see that you're not moving on to the next student, that you're waiting, you're going to wait because you expect them to answer. Providing opportunities for them to be successful, okay? And then treat your low expectancy students the same way you would your high expectancy students. By treating them the same way, they'll all feel that level of high expectation. Okay? Nobody rises to low expectations. Okay, number 7. Individual differences. Are you meeting the needs of all the learners in your classroom? I'll be looking for that. Looking to see if you're effective with all types of learners. Are you looking at data or formative assessments to meet the needs of all the students in your class? Do you provide small group instruction, such as strategy groups? One-to-one conferring to understand your students better. Are you doing that? Do you give pre-assessments before you group students and instruct them? And is the instruction thoughtful and meaningful to meet the needs of all the students? Okay, the next one, student engagement. Are the kids committed to learning? So when students are engaged, it leads to better learning outcomes. You, the teacher, should not be doing all the works for the students. Allow for students to work in student-centered activities. Create learning opportunities that are active, collaborative, and that promote learning relationships among your students to keep them engaged. Motivate them to be learning, and let students know that they're competent of reaching their goals in the classroom. All of this will keep them engaged. Okay, feedback. Are you giving feedback, and is it immediate and specific? Okay? Providing students with meaningful feedback on their work can greatly enhance learning and improve student achievement. It should be given right away, and it should be as specific as possible. Okay, so this is something that I will be looking for when I'm in your classrooms. Okay, and lastly, your professional growth. This might not be something I'll see when I walk into your classroom, but it's something I'll learn about you as I work within the building. So, I'm looking for teachers who initiate growth and change in their craft, who are on a lifelong path of learning and are committed to professional learning teams, maybe within the building, that you're collaborating with others so that you can learn from them. And I also want to make sure that you're using current best practices for your students. So growing professionally is extremely important. So taking on the role of a lifelong learner is something that I will be expecting. expecting of you. Okay, so class, that ends my presentation. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to your feedback.